just about ready to roll. And on the hill, the lefty, Steven Matz. Tell us about him in that sub.
Anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Ready to go now. Here's a big power threat, Shohei Ohtani. That one is absolutely belted. And foul ball. On the ground right side. And they get Ohtani for the out. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Andy Pages.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close late game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Handles, throws to first. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
2 down, base is empty. So now it's Freddie Freeman. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Fought off foul. Freeman hitting third in the lineup, and he was a second-round pick back in 2007. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Gets a this one could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Right through there for a strike.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
And there's a foul ball. Freeman on at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. And we're back. And towing the slab, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, singing he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. That's a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Rushing. Hauls it in for the out. And a quick out, number 1. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Center field, Pajes coming on. 2 down. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And that misses. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
Rips that one to right. Hernandez hauls it in to end the inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Back here in St. Louis, new inning getting started, and now it's Max Muncy. And a foul ball. Foul ball there. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now it's going to be Andy Pajes. And it's fouled away. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting 7th, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto will climb in. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Towards first. Nice stop. The feed for 1.
Out.
What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied, 0-0. Back here in St. Louis, here's the veteran first baseman, Wilson Contreras. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. His second homer this series. It's 1-0.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. Hit on the ground to short. Sneaks through. Base hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's ripped. Base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And the batter now, Ryan Vilade, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. That one missed.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking.
Hit weakly on the ground towards second. There's one. That's safe at first. They won't get them both, and the runner comes in from third. Here's the top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Man at first, one away. There's the strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
In the dirt, blocked. Vilade, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. 1-2 now. Caught him looking for the K. And stepping in is the speedy Victor Scott. In there for strike one. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw. Save.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to.
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. End of 2 here at Busch Stadium. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Dodgers nothing. On to the 3rd inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. Matz back to work. That's out to center field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And up next for Los Angeles, Dalton Rushing. Hit in the air left field. And it falls.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Line drive. Makes the grab. 2 down. Here's Mookie to hit. Grounded out his first time. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Into the bullpen and gone. He made him pay for that one. His 9th homer of the year, and it ties it up. It's 2-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Ground ball right side, Donovan. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Mookie Betts with the big strike in the inning. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a pop-up. And there's one away.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Misses off the plate, and that's ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. That one's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
1 down, base is empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. Tied up here in the early going. Line to left. Calls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. And first offering is fouled off.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Late.
Getting off speed there.
2 strikes.
Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Yoshinobu. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. Score remains 2-2. Back here at Busch Stadium, on to the 4th, and now the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez, in his 8th season, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Once he digs in, struck out swinging his first time. There's the strike.
0-1.
And a pitch. Strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Strike 3, got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hernandez leads off first with 1 away.
2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That one ripped but foul. Swings through him for the K. And the runner stays where he is.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
And here is Michael Conforto. 0 for 1 so far. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1's the count.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Throw to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors. And we're back. Bottom of the fourth. And now the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That's through there for a strike. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul ball still 0-2. Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
He had more time than he thought right there. Probably didn't have to barehand it, but he made it look nice, that's for sure.
And now the DH, Ivan Herrera. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a liner, base hit out of the right center field.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Hernandez makes the grab. Out number 2.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Now it's the right fielder, Ryan Valade.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And that's way high.
1-0.
Ball 1. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. That is the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We've played 4. We are tied 2-2. Back here in St. Louis. And now it's going to be Tommy Edman. Rip towards third. Tosses across to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. Singled and scored his first time. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Strike 1.
0-1.
Ball 1 there. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. Two outs. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Dodgers. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pajes. Little chopper rolls foul.
You know, these Cards just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
So up next, Victor Scott. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away. So the batting order turns over. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 2 in this one. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner on the go again. Ground ball left side, but that rolls foul. The other way. Muncy sends it to first. That's the second out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Mason Wynn digs in now. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Man at second. Started to swing, held up.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
That's in there. Going to count 1 and 2. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5.
2-2
in the dirt. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher, and if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up. Well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just...
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Andre Palante.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
And Mookie
Ball
takes
1, no strike.
Movement in the bullpen. JoJo Romero preparing to come on if needed. Maton getting loose as well. Hard hit left side. Arenado to first in time. And Betts is gone.
Now that first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
And here's Freddie Freeman. 1 for 2. And that drops in for a strike. Hard hit, right side. He takes it on his own. And a couple of quick outs.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air. Maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. On the ground. Slings to first, and Hernandez is out. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing across here this half. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. We are tied 2-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Fouled off left side.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Yamamoto ready to fire now. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And there's one down.
Now batting. First base.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. He's already homered in this game. And it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
One gone, runner at first. Ivan Herrera getting ready to hit. Right through there for a strike. Line drive, base hit. Contreras around second. The relay, safe. And the go-ahead runs at third.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
With the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the sixth. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 3-2.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
And now Ryan Valade. And there's the strike. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Dodgers 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, JoJo Romero.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Muncy goes after that one for strike 1.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
And that is cut on and missed. 0-2 now.
Get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Gets to it, on to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Paz at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Ground ball up the middle. Donovan slings to first in time.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1-1.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Delayed. And makes the grab. And that is that. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the 7th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Pedro Pajes. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Scott batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here at the bottom of the 7th. That one's in there, and the count is 0-2. Out towards right center field. Pajes on the move. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Lars Nootbaar. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Now batting, shortstop, Mason.
So digging in, Mason Wynn. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
Nootbaar off of first with 2 away. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Headed towards the corner. Hernandez on the move. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two outs. Gloves it on the dive. But safe at first despite a terrific stab there.
What an effort by the third baseman right there, and great hustle as well to get down the line for the infield knock. Just good, hard baseball on that play, and only one of them can be rewarded, but it doesn't go unnoticed on either end.
Two on, two outs. Swinging a foul out of play. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
To the right side. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. So they strand a pair. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Cardinals 3. Ready to begin the 8th. Tommy Edman at the plate. Romero back to work. And that's in there at the knees. Action in the pen down there. Ryan Helsley up and loosening in the pen. Maton also getting ready. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Next to hit, Dalton Rushing.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 0 for 3 in this one. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
0-1 for him.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
And that one pulled foul. Two down, nobody on. Not close with that one, and it's 1-2.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. The throw to first, and they get Ohtani. Well,
Now pitching for Los Angeles.
right through there for a strike. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Gassed it right by him.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
The 0-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. On the ground to third. Throw on to Freeman, and they get Arenado for the out. St. Louis goes down in order. Redbirds down quietly, and it remains a 3-2. Ryan Helsley on to try and close it out.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Wastes no time there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So a change being made at first. Miguel Rojas. Here is Freddie Freeman. 1 for 3. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Freeman hits it in the air. Brings it in. And there's one down. He's 2 outs away. Hernandez now at the plate. Known for his late inning heroics. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
Back-to-back curveballs and back-to-back whiffs. And I tell you what, that's having a feel for what you can beat a hitter with. And clearly, he wasn't picking up that breaking ball at all.
Muncy in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
2 outs. Right side. Donovan. And that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
A 3-2 final score in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.